Hello, hello. Welcome back for yet another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Hi, I'm Danae, and this is episode 36. Okay, so first and foremost, I have to say, wow, you guys have really blown my mind. So I don't know what was so special about episode 33. Really don't know. But the views on that episode, as of right now, have hit 779. So thank you to everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, 783, just refreshed. Wow. So that is my most viewed video as of today. I really don't know what has gathered you guys into that video in particular, but I am so beyond thankful. Thank you so much for your views. Don't forget to like and subscribe and come back and watch another episode with me. Let's talk food. So this is the week of Easter, which didn't really get to celebrate, didn't really seem like everybody else was in much of a celebratory mood, because I didn't really get a lot of messages. I didn't get to go hang out with my family or have Easter food because I was stuck working. But I am incredibly grateful to whoever, which I think was probably my boss, brought that carrot cake. I'll be honest with you, I've never liked carrot cake. It kind of just tastes like a spiced coffee cake with carrots in it. But this carrot cake was delicious, all right? I'm so happy that I decided to try it. It was moist, so flavorful. Again, thank you. I think to my boss or one of my coworkers for bringing in that scrumptious carrot cake. Anyway, look at this view. Oh my God, those clouds. Anyway, I was outside with Jack and I noticed a bunch of birds. Don't know what kind of birds they are. If you are a bird watcher, please by all means let me know what birds these are, because they were just tweeting away. I'm gonna shut up so you can actually hear it. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I swear I think that bird had like lifted up its head feathers, because it looked like it had a little mohawk. And in that last little image, it did not. Anyway, whatever. Moving on. I made a couple of like random little dishes. I had put together something that was, I guess, reminiscent of Easter food. I had a veggie wrap with some leftover potato wedges. I had my sushi Wednesday. And then here I am with the crew, or at least half of them, for kava night. And ordinarily, my friend Sam brings a whole Lego set to do. So here I am like, oh, okay, well, he always nags me to bring my own Lego set so I can stop playing with his Legos whenever he's doing his Lego. So I'm like, fine, I'm prepared, I'm ready. And then I get there, and this is the one time this man did not bring Legos. I was so mad. Anyway, I guess it worked out for the best, because then we didn't get our pieces all mixed up. But I was really hoping to like have both of us on camera just putting together Legos, because why not? Okay, that's 2 Lego sets down. I think I'm done with the flowers. This is hot pot night. Are you serious? Senor. This is after the gym where I kind of forgot that I had dishes in my sink. So we're going to start off cleaning all that up. But I had done, I think it was like the back of my arms, my core, and then I did, I guess I would say hips and thighs. But surprisingly enough, my arms were what was hurting. Is that English? My arms were hurting more than the rest of me. Yeah, let's go with that. So for like the next day, the back of my arms that got exercised were in so much discomfort, and I made the dumb mistake of complaining out loud about it. So my body gave me exactly what I asked for and reminded me that, yeah, you worked your core and your hips and buttocks too, because now those things were very prominently hurting. But besides the point, after such a long workout, I was like, you know what I'm in the mood for? Steak. You know what was buy one, get one? Steak. So I ended up getting, you guessed it, steak. So I was also very much in the mood for spinach. Don't ask me why. I just wanted it. I had these 3 little potatoes that I had kind of forgotten existed to the point that they started to grow. So I decided I was going to make steak, some sauteed spinach with mushrooms and onion and garlic, and then I was also going to roast up what was left of these potatoes, toss that with some cilantro, some pepper, some butter, very specifically Melt organic butter, because I don't eat real butter anymore. And again, if you have not already tried Melt organic plant-based butter by now, as many times as I've mentioned it in my videos, you're missing out. It's delicious. It is delicious butter, okay? You know how there's that one condiment that you could just like lick off a spoon? For me, it was never butter. It was no siree. You know what it is now? It's that butter. I could lick that off a spoon with no qualms whatsoever. Anyway, try the butter. Definitely worth the effort of trying to find where it's being sold. It used to be sold at my local grocery, and then they stopped, and now I find it at Sprouts. Don't know where else you can find it, but 100% it's worth the time and effort. It's so delicious. And I don't end up with a bunch of stomach pain from milk or lactose or whatever it is that actually causes a problem. I'm rambling. I'm going to shut up now and let you enjoy the food. That steak was scrumptious. Can I just like pat myself on the back a little bit right now on what a beautiful medium that ended up being? I charred all the sides, as you saw. Juicy, succulent, hit all the spots that I needed it to hit after a hard workout. And not to mention, this was a workout after a work day, so I was extra. I was extra exhausted, is what I was trying to say. This is like 2 days later, right? Now, this is in the morning. I had not been feeling good. What was it, the 26th? I woke up with a headache. And originally I thought, okay, maybe I didn't drink enough water yesterday because, I had gone a whole day at work, and then I also went to the gym and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So here I am thinking, wow, your girl forgot to hydrate. Well, no wonder you have a headache. Nope, not a headache. It was a migraine. It was kicking in. So I ended up going to work, and by that point, the migraine had started to become full blown. My light sensitivity kicked in. I became very nauseous. Originally, both me and one of my coworkers thought maybe it was a stomach bug because she had had a stomach bug earlier in the week, or I think it was like late last week, the week before this, whenever I filmed this. I can't even keep the days straight anymore. But she said that it had started the day with a headache, and that, she ended up feeling unwell, and et cetera, right? So here I am at work with a migraine. I can't deal with lights. I don't want to talk to people. I look gray. And then ended up super nauseous, dizzy, and then threw up. So that was fun. Suffice to say, I went home and then slept for the entire rest of the day. I have they call it a head huggy. It's like a ice pack that fits around your head, and I pulled that out of the freezer, popped it over my head, and just went to sleep. Right? So I had to get up off and on to put it back in the freezer so I could wear it again, because that migraine really did not want to go anywhere for like a whole day, honestly. I woke up the following day and still had the dregs of a headache. It was pretty terrible. Wasn't a fan. Tried to go to work, and that would be this day, right? So I woke up. I had thankfully had enough energy that I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and throw together a lunch that I can take with me. So I pulled out my rice cooker, threw some rice in there, watered my plants with the leftover rice water, threw a pre-made frozen crusted flounder in the air fryer, threw some broccoli and some onions in the steamer basket for the rice cooker, made myself a smoothie because I had not eaten anything since the throwing up. You know what I mean? But according to my coworkers, I was still very gray in the face. So they were like, no, you should go back home and sleep a little bit more. So that's what I did. Came back home. Ended up popping another head huggy on. Like, I thankfully had put it in the freezer before I left for the day. Came home after like all of 45 minutes at work. I made sure to eat some more fruit and whatnot because I figured that the antioxidants would be good for me. And basically took like a 4 or 5 hour nap and then got up and went back to work. So I was very grateful for my team for giving me the ability to do that, because I would have struggled through the day, I think, otherwise. When I came back, I definitely had more energy. I was in less pain, and they recognized that. They're like, oh, okay, your face has like color to it again. And I was like, oh, did I really look that bad earlier? And they're like, yes you did. And I went, oh, well, damn. Oops, looks like that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching yet another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified of additional content. New episodes now release every Sunday. Come back and see us again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.